everyone. Man, I'm back today with the rest of the 4 videos that I promised in the last video. My wife and kids got home, and can't really do videos when especially in the living room when they all get home. So beautiful day outside, probably about 60-70 degrees Fahrenheit, and wonderful weather as opposed to the really frigid cold that we've been having this winter. So I'm excited. Spring is here. Hopefully it doesn't get cold again. But so I'm out sitting on the back deck watching a very suspicious person along my fence row, but whatever. So today I'm gonna go ahead and make the rest of these videos, and I'm probably going to separate them, maybe 1 or 2 journals in each video. I just don't want to do a whole lot of editing today because I've got a lot of stuff to do and 1 day off this week. So, all right, the next journal we've got, this is called my Vintage Hodgepodge. It's got some different types of pieces, coffee dyed paper, vintage book page, a guest check, some washi tape, and some ripped collage elements from Marami's Small Art. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do, again, like I said last night in the other video, I'm just gonna do a quick flip through. So this one, quick details about it. It's called Vintage Hodgepodge Journal. The dimensions are 8 by 5 1/4 inches. One signature with 84 pages. I've got some Nick the Booksmith eco-dyed paper prints like this one, and tags, tucks, blah blah blah, vintage ephemera, stuff like that. So this was a really quick one. You can see I did some zigzag stitching, and you'll see that again here in a minute. Let me put this back in before I forget. We'll just do a quick flip through. Here's some I believe this is Ranger mixed media paper, and it's tea-dyed. Here's some vintage page out of an old book that the cover is over here to my right, and it's used in as another journal. So got some Tim Holtz washi, always a good element. And there's from that book again, First Course in Botany. So I'm very excited. I'm really excited to show you guys that video. I think that's my best one yet. Actually, my boss at work was like, this is the best one I've seen you do. And so, really excited. Some watercolor paper, watercolor coloring book page, actually, from Island Paradise. I can't remember the artist. Anyway, big journaling card, mixed media, collage, double-sided type of thing with some nice journaling space on it, and a vintage sticker that I also just zigzag stitched around real quick. And I love this journal. This is a really good one too. But man, the ones on my right here, that'll be in the next video. Watch out, because I'm excited. So, file folder. And this one, I can just see it kind of like a traveler's notebook, Take it out, do something with it, sit outside, flip it open, write about bird watching, or whatever you like to do. Take it out, get it dirty if you want to. It already looks slightly trashed because it's coffee dyed, so it's not going to hurt it. It'll be all right. Some hemp cord and some wax linen thread. Again, just lots of writing space. You can collage on it, just whatever, Mixed media tag with some zigzag stitch that I've done quite a while ago. I just kind of wanted to get rid of the tag. I like the tag, but I wasn't really using it in anything, so. Like I said, man, it's just some really good, just a great writing journal. And of course, blank pages, you can do whatever you want on it, but the intent for this was really just, I want to give someone a lot of space to write. Just pretty plain Jane type of simplistic journal. Here's a little fold out there. And that concludes it. So no pockets in this one necessarily. Again, most of it's just, you know, writing. I will include a few paper clips, some tarnished paper clips, and that will be nice. But other than that, I mean, no pockets, you know, write, collage, glue, staple. I love stapling in journals, so kind of do whatever you want there. Alright, so that one is Vintage Hodgepodge, and that's just Hodgepodge because of this, because it's just kind of, you know, true blue junk journal without the junk. It's not like I'm using junk mail or anything, but there's just a whole bunch of very simple, you know, household items, man. Coffee and paper, that's pretty much what I used in here. So that was like the main ingredient. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and do 2 journals per video, just so I'm not editing and waiting for stuff to export forever. This one is called the Autocrat of the Breakfast Table. That's what this book is. Picked it up at a... Hang on, let's let that loud truck go by. Okay, I picked this up at an antique store. Hidden Spine. Alright. Vintage Breakfast Journal. So first of all, the end pages, library card, and library pocket are all original. Nothing's printed out, nothing's altered in any way. This is just how it is. Alright, let's get to the page count, shall we? Oh, also same with the back cover on that. All original. Anyway. Sweet. Yeah. Okay. Vintage Breakfast Journal measures 7 1/4 in height, 4 3/4 width, and a 1 1/4 inch spine. 1928 is the copyright of this book. Hidden spine, ribbon closure, 2 signatures, 120 full-size pages, not counting partials. So there's over 120 pages. Breakfast-themed ephemera. I'm excited. I absolutely love breakfast. So this was a very, very, very fun journal to make. Got some Tim Holtz washi. Again, original book pages. And here's where the breakfast ephemera starts, guys. Fantastic. I just absolutely love it. Now, I believe the Etsy shop I got the breakfast ephemera from was Peachy Skeen, I believe. I can't remember. But she had really, really, really cool breakfast ephemera, and I'm going to buy more if this journal sells. So, or I'm, you know, gonna buy more regardless, and I don't know, keep it for myself. I love this journal. So, again, just a bit of a quick flip through. All this is real vintage ephemera. Of course, here's some coffee dyed paper, sheet music. A little bit of stitching on papers, not a whole lot. Some recipe, book pages, some ledger, more of that watercolor coloring book page. Again, breakfast ephemera. Just some 6x6 scrapbook pad, some manuscript paper, coffee dyed, more ephemera with breakfast. There's a little pocket with a coffee or tea, I suppose it could be, because here's a what is the thing called? The little paper thing on the end of tea bags. That's what it is. Little journaling card. Here's something I got in Happy Meal. It's some sort of fabric-y paper. Very textured. Guest check. A blue tag that I thought would go nicely with that. And here's the other side of all these. Here's a postcard, vintage postcard, super fun. And that's from a 1963 Farmer's Almanac. More sheet music, coffee dyed paper, some scrapbook paper. Alright, and then just, you know, reinforced spine, nothing really fancy there. Just some chipboard. Got some lace tabs here on the side. And really it's the same type of thing, you know, just collage, write stuff down. And I mean, there are people that absolutely love breakfast. And I'm one of those people. And I would also like to keep this journal, but if I keep journals, my wife might kill me, so I should probably sell them. And here's a little pocket. It's got some little bits here, a little flashcard and a little coloring bookmark or little coloring strip. And here's a pocket with some scrambled eggs and toast with the crust cut off. And an envelope. Another guest check with some vintage ephemera, the S&H stamps there, and I believe this is part of that almanac, and if not, no, I believe that is part of the almanac. It's gonna say dictionary page, but I think it is the almanac, so. Here's just a little cutoff. I measured once and cut twice, which is never a good option, and cut this part off, so. Well, and that was where that was supposed to go, was on here, but you know, measure twice, or measure once, cut twice, you know. Here's some watercolor paper. I believe it's the Dina Wakley paper. Some vellum. More vintage book pages and recipes. Again, recipes. More vintage breakfast ephemera. Aunt Jemima's favorite pancakes. So clearly, I mean, it goes without saying, this is entirely breakfast themed. And I'm excited. So hopefully someone loves breakfast as much as I do and would like to journal about their breakfast or whatever they want to talk about or journal about. Alright, I'm going to cut down my exporting time by stopping this video and going right into another one. So I will be back in just a moment with 2 more journals. I will see you guys in just a second.